Hey guys, thanks for tuning in with me and tagging along with me as I attempt to make this project. I have no experience at it or editing, so please forgive my etiquette. But I will be here to try to explain things to you in case they're not clear on the video. I do not do measurements, but I do want to tell you that when you put your mix your water with your glue and your spackling paste, mix that first, and then mix it very, very, very well before you put the plaster in there, so that your consistency will be very, very smooth. That's what you want it, really smooth. You want it to be very liquidy. You don't need it to be thick because the material will harden up as it dries. Your sheet will. In this case, I'm using a sheet. And as you can see, I'm using this little piece of plywood. I don't have any of the foam board or the poster board or canvas. So I'm just using what I have on hand. And squeeze it out very well, of course. Yeah, squeeze it out. You don't want it dripping wet. It's just going to make a mess for you. So make sure you have a big plastic tarp or something underneath the whole project. On another note, I also have the board elevated on a salad bowl or anything that will support the board or whatever. You want it lifted up off the flat surface so you'll be able to tuck the sheet in around the perimeter. And I'm not going to bore you anymore, but I will tune in when I think it's something that I need to kind of clarify. But once again, hey guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. It's been quite a challenge. This is like probably my 5th time trying to edit. I'm not familiar with editing, so I'm learning as I go, and I'm messing up and not knowing where to find the project that I just jacked all up. And so I'll start all over again. So it's been a headache, but you know what? It's been really fun learning and things like that. So hang in here with old girl. I got a few things up my sleeve, but this is all trial and error. Now it has dried already to the extent that I can touch it. It's not really hard, but it's dry enough. So you want to make sure it's dry enough. And then at that time, I turned it over after a couple coats of the plaster. I did do a couple coats of the plaster. And then I turned it over and got it, everything put together, and the old girls stitched up. And then after I did that, I put probably maybe 4 more coats of plaster on there, the mixture, and let it dry. As you can see, it's dry now. So what I'm doing now is I'm sanding it. Sand everywhere that you feel you have roughness or wherever you want smoothness at. And you don't have to do the whole thing. Sometimes you don't have to sand at all. But that's why it's important to make sure you have a smooth consistency with the plaster, and that will prevent you from having to sand as much. And when you get through sanding, either use a bristle brush or a blow dryer to blow all the dust off of the project, because you don't want that mixed in with your plaster mixture. And now I'm getting ready to paint. I'm actually just using some white acrylic paint, and it's mixed in with some tan paint. I just didn't want it stark white, just to give it a little softness. Here I'm applying some pearl acrylic paint, but I switched to gold metallic paint in the end because it had more of a contrast. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for spending time with me, and thank you so much for your patience. I'll get better, I promise. Thanks for watching.